Boys and girls, welcome back to another fresh, brand new video. You know that saying, there's a sucker born every day? Well, I hadn't seen a sucker born in a while, or I haven't seen someone get scammed in a while. Until recently, I just popped up on my TikTok feed this scam. And I think it's been very common in this new space, new internet era, where like scams are, popping up left and right, different styles. If you guys are not familiar with Turo is a car rental company, and I guess someone rented a Turo car from a person and then decided to go ahead and sell the car to someone else. So this is a story about this guy that bought a Hellcat for a very cheap price. Honestly, guys, when it comes to scams online, they're very, very, very easy to tell when it's going to be a scam. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. And this guy got the deal of a lifetime. He saw the listing on Craigslist. It was a $26,000 Hellcat in perfect condition. And he thought, whoa, I just found the deal of a lifetime. So he went to get this car. The guy had the title. It was legitimate. To anyone that's not knowledgeable about car business and stuff like that, just seeing the title, seeing the car, running the VIN, it all seems legit in paper. But when it turns out, this was actually a bait and switch. So the person that rented this car rented it from someone on Turo and deactivated it and took out all the tracking parts, and then changed the VIN number himself. I guess you could just slide a little plate over the original VIN number. So he did that and printed out his own title in original paper. Looks like he didn't say anything about being an original title. He just said he showed the title. So maybe if you are not familiar with what an original title looks like, this might have seemed legit to him. But so he bought the $26,000 car. The owner of the car goes, because I guess he had an extra backup tracker that he didn't know about that was left in the car. He tracked it down to this guy's house. He confronted him. He didn't know what was going on at the time, so he confronted this guy thinking he was a scammer. But then this is the story that he tells, whereas he says he found this car on Craigslist. He bought it, and it does check out because the original person that rented this car isn't the guy that he's talking to. He had a picture of him and his ID. So this was just a very fast transaction that he did. He basically bought it, or he basically rented it. Within the next day or two, he sold it. So the owner goes, confronts the guy that bought the car, and then this is the story that he tells about the situation. So here he is explaining what happened.
About 2 days ago, woke up, went on Craigslist, saw this car, 28,000. He listed 3 ads, one for 32, two for 28. I messaged him, offered him 25, went to go look at the car, gave me a story, showed me the title, everything. It looked all good. I did a VIN check. I went to go borrow money from my friend, get my money, savings. I met up with him 2 hours after. I checked out the car, gave him cash, wrote down a receipt. He gave me the title, and it's just like that, and he's gone.
So pretty much what's going on here, if you guys remember the Hellcat that had the gold wheels on it that we literally...
That's just horrible to be scammed out of $26,000. I think at the moment, anybody would feel like an idiot. I'm sure he's probably feeling really bad and as an idiot, because it was a very elaborate scheme that this guy pulled, very legitimate to the T. If he had done due diligence and checked, because there's multiple places that the car has a VIN, unless this guy changed every VIN sticker, then he might have not have known. But there's multiple places to check the VIN number on a car. So if he would have done multiple checks, check again, he would have probably found the discrepancies in this guy's scheme. But he didn't. He was probably excited. He thought he had a deal of a lifetime. He was probably just too excited and gave this guy the benefit of the doubt. He probably told him a sob story and he believed him. And so a lot of people are, very nice, and a lot of people would fall for something like this. But it just sucks when it all comes crumbling down and your hopes and dreams. And then obviously this isn't his car, so the guy that rented the car, or the guy that's, rented it to the other guy that scammed him, he took the car back because obviously it wasn't a legitimate purchase. It was stolen and resold, which isn't legal. So yeah, this guy just lost $26,000. But it does teach you people watching a lesson. If you guys ever looking for a car on Craigslist or anywhere, just make sure you guys do multiple checks. Make sure that if a deal is too good to be true, it probably is. So make sure you guys do your due diligence. Check everything. Make sure that it's legitimate.
Literally just got. I actually tracked the car because it was due back, and come to find out, this poor guy here gave $26,000 of his cash, hard-earned money, to the guy that actually rented it from us, and the guy that actually rented it from us sold the car with a fake title. So now you guys are looking at the same car, our Hellcat, that's just been sold to this guy fraudulently, and now we have a big situation on our hands. And this is the kind of stuff we deal with.
Hey, I do gotta say, this is a really nice car. You know, even with the stickers, it looks so freaking sick.
Which is absolutely insane. Guy literally plasti dipped the wheels, put an SRT logo on the back, plasti dipped the trunk, plasti dipped the top, completely changed the look of the car, but the car's still exactly what it was with our tracking system on it. That's how I was able to find it. So yeah, drive.
He took our license plate off and put on another plate that we found out was a fake plate that wasn't registered to any car.
That's another thing. You could always look up license plates to make sure that this is a legitimate transaction.
With some digging, we eventually found the listing of our Hellcat he sold. At the time, this was a $70,000 car that was sold for $26,000 cash.
Like I said, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
This is what the Hellcat originally looked like when he picked it up for his rental. This was before he changed the appearance. The Hellcat was sold with a fake title and fake registration. Look closely at how good car thieves fake paperwork.
Wow, honestly, this looks very legitimate. It's crazy to think that this guy has certification of title in exact paper, which is pretty rare. I don't know how he obtained this, but everybody is getting more and more elaborate on their schemes. So obviously there's people out there that can counterfeit anything.
This is the bill of sale paper the buyer signed with the car thief. This should have been a red flag to the buyer.
It really isn't a red flag. I mean, it is to an extent, but it's not, because I personally have purchased stuff online or like through Craigslist or, you know, stuff like that. And I've gotten something similar. Like the bill of sale was similar to this. It was a handwritten bill of sale. They just like got it from Google and they just inputted their own information. I signed it, but the difference was that the person didn't own the trailer that I bought. So I went to the bank with the person, and we both, the bank gave him the title, and then he signed over the title to me. It was legitimate in that reason that the title wasn't even in his name, or it wasn't even in his property. He had to get it from the bank, which I went with him to the bank, and then stuff like that. But I did sign a bill of sale that he printed himself. Sometimes this can just go over someone's head, not any red flags going off.
In the end, we got our Hellcat back, but the buyer lost $26,000 cash. This is a reminder to always do your research before purchasing a vehicle on Craigslist.
This is ultimately it. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. And if you are skeptical, always second guess it. Always check everything under the sun to make sure it's all legitimate. This guy was young, naive. He just saw a nice car for his price range that he wanted, and he thought he had a deal of a lifetime. But it turns out it was a scam. Sad story, but there was a GoFundMe that someone created. It has currently, let's see, he has raised $6,200 out of the $26,000. I hope he gets all his money back. It sucks to see people getting scammed out here in 2023, but hey, lessons were learned. I'm glad this was posted. This could have been you if you had not seen this video. So people are getting more and more elaborate in their schemes. People are always out there to find the next victim. So please do your due diligence, check everything. If you see something that's too good to be true, it probably is. And with that, guys, let me know down below. What do you guys think about this sad story of this guy, Don Lee, that got scammed out of a Hellcat? $26K, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of cheddar. Anyways, again, I'll see you guys again in another fresh, delicious, brand new video. And peace out.